Welcome to my world, where every day is a holiday. I want you to file this segment away and look at it again in early September, or look at it on woodypaige.com at that point and smile. I'm about to give you 5 guys without a burger who have, get it?
Yeah, got it.
5 guys without a burger
Got it.
who have a legitimate chance to follow in the footsteps of Chris Harris Jr. and C.J. Anderson. They're college free agents the Broncos signed immediately after the draft. And I don't think there's anybody here that can name one guy that was signed as a free agent the next day after the Broncos drafted. It's like Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront. They could be somebody. They could be a contender. Their names are, everybody grab a pencil and paper. I'll wait.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay. Dylan Day, Matt Miller, Kaylon Davis, Josh Taylor, and Connor Raines. Now, remember those names. Those are guys that have a chance to either make the roster, make a contribution, or make the practice squad. Dylan Day, listen carefully, Dylan Day, who we might want to nickname Dylan Reservoir. How's that for a name? Was a 4-year starter at Mississippi State at center. He's 6'3.5", 301. Bit undersized for center in this day and time, but in the zone blocking system, he could be perfect. He's agile, tough, mobile, an overachiever, hardworking athlete who played on some very good Bulldogs teams. I mean, Mississippi State finally came to the forefront in the last couple of years. The Broncos drafted a center, but Day has real possibilities as a practice squad player who could grow into a roster role by his second season. Matt Miller was Boise State's leading receiver as a junior, and you know the passing offense that Boise State has. He tore a ligament in his ankle 4 games into last year, and nobody paid attention to him. Didn't play again. He's an outstanding possession receiver, and Les is going to be right up your alley. He's not got great speed, but he has nice size at 6'3", 220 pounds. So he could be a large slot receiver for the Broncos. He's a possession guy, not a lot of speed, but he's a great hands guy. I think they'll take a long look at him in camp and probably try to slide him also onto the practice squad as a first-in wide receiver if there are injuries. I like Josh Taylor, who is 6'4.5" and 209. He had 3 50-catch seasons at Rice, and you go, big deal. Rice is not a team that throws the football that much. Here's a young fellow the Broncos might try to turn into a tight end. He's 6'4.5". He is 209. If they could get him up 25 or 30 pounds, he would be in that category. I'm not comparing him to Shannon Sharp, but that's what they did with Shannon Sharp. He came to town as a 6'4", 6'5", wide receiver that was skinny, and they turned him into a tight end, one of the best ever. I've saved the biggest and possibly best for the last 2 slots. These 2 mammoths could even stick on the active roster. Carlin Davis is a tackle guard out of Clemson. You should pay attention to this guy. He started for the Tigers for all 4 years. He's 6'5", 320 pounds. Get this, he majored in foreign languages and can speak 4 of them. Smart, can pick up a system quickly, is better suited for guard, and was Clemson's best offensive lineman in 2015. He did not allow a sack from his position. Probably should have been drafted, but there's some belief that he can only block in a phone booth, and that certainly doesn't fit the Broncos' new scheme, but I think he will. Think Orlando Franklin, and if any of you ever heard or talked to or spent some time around Orlando Franklin, very smart guy, just doesn't fit this system and was making a ton of money. I think they would have wanted to bring him back. He was a hard scrambled tackle on a good football team. Finally, from just up the road, Connor Raines. I'm going to call him Claude Raines. Old world reference. Nobody here knows that Claude Raines played the first Invisible Man, the Invisible Man, and that's what Raines was in the NFL draft. He should have appeared on somebody's list and been drafted in the 6th or 7th round. Raines is 6'6", 328 pounds from Wyoming. He's a cowboy. He's raw, but weren't we all at some point? Raines could be a tackle that would remind you of Nate Solder. He's tall, he's athletic, he's tough, he's talented. He's another player that the Broncos probably will stuff on the practice squad, but if this were a team going nowhere, you might stick him in at right tackle and start him and develop him. If you want, I did a column on Chris Harris Jr. when he was a free agent cornerback, and nobody thought much of him. He was last year rated by a lot of people as the best cornerback in the league. The Broncos have been good with their free agents, so don't sleep on Miller, Taylor, Day, Davis, and Claude Rains. I'm Woody Paige, and that's my opinion. Shanahan Steakhouse has been selected over and over again by everyone in the public as one of Denver's best restaurants. It's OpenTable's 2015 Diner's Choice winner, and more important than all that, it's Les Shapiro and Woody Paige's favorite steakhouse in all of Colorado, and maybe the entire world. Make a reservation today. You'll want to go out there and try those side dishes. Forget about the steaks. It should be called Shanahan Side Dishes. So make a reservation today at shanahansidedishes.com and just order every side dish, and you'll be the happiest person in the world.